Episode number 313. To sell the diamond, replied Aramis. Well, then, said D'Artagnan, gaily, let us sell the diamond, and say no more about it. The fusillade continued, but the four friends were out of reach, and the Rothschild only failed to appease their consciences. My fate, it was time that idea came into Porthos's head. Here we are at the camp, therefore, gentlemen, not a word more of this affair. We are observed, they are coming to meet us. We shall be carried in triumph. In fact, as we have said, the whole camp was in motion. More than 2,000 persons had assisted, as at a spectacle, in this fortunate, but wild undertaking of the four friends, an undertaking, of which they were far from suspecting the real motive. Nothing was heard, but cries of, "Live the musketeers! Live the guards!" M.W. Signy was the first to come, and shake Athos by the hand, and acknowledge that the wager was lost. The dragoon, and the Swiss followed him, and all their comrades followed the dragoon, and the Swiss. There was nothing, but felicitations, pressures of the hand, and embraces. There was no end to the inextinguishable laughter at the Rothschild. The tumult at length became so great that the cardinal fancied there must be some riot, and sent Laudonnière, his captain of the guards, to inquire what was going on. The affair was described to the messenger with all the effervescence of enthusiasm. "Well?" asked the cardinal, on seeing Laudonnière return. "Well, Monseigneur," replied the latter, "3 musketeers and a guardsman laid a wager with Monsieur de Busigny that they would go and breakfast in the Bastion Saint-Gervais, and while breakfasting they held it for 2 hours against the enemy, and have killed I don't know how many Rothschild." "Did you inquire the names of those 3 musketeers?" "Yes, Monseigneur." "What are their names?" "Messieurs Athos, Porthos, and Aramis." "Still my 3 brave fellows," murmured the cardinal. "And the guardsman?" "D'Artagnan." "Still my young scapegrace. Positively, these 4 men must be on my side." The same evening the cardinal spoke to M. de Tréville of the exploit of the morning, which was the talk of the whole camp. M. de Tréville, who had received the account of the adventure from the mouths of the heroes of it, related it in all its details to his eminence, not forgetting the episode of the napkin. "That's well, Monsieur de Tréville," said the cardinal. "Pray let that napkin be sent to me. I will have 3 fleur-de-lis embroidered on it in gold, and will give it to your company as a standard." "Monseigneur," said M. de Tréville, "that will be unjust to the guardsmen. Monsieur d'Artagnan is not with me, he serves under Monsieur d'Essat." "Well, then, take him," said the cardinal. "When 4 men are so much attached to one another, it is only fair that they should serve in the same company."